The pluperfect subjunctive in French is the final and most advanced form of the subjunctive. This mood is extremely rare, even in modern writing, and it completely belongs to classical and literary French. It expresses a hypothetical or unreal action in the past, often depending on another verb in a past tense. It's basically the past of the past within the subjunctive mood, and it corresponds to English expressions like that he had done, that she had gone, if he had been, etc., but in a hypothetical and literary tone. Just like the previous video, this video will have far less sentences because it's more practical to know the present and past subjunctives. Because it's never used in modern speech, advanced writers rarely use it even in modern literature, but you can still find it in classical writing. In modern French, it's often replaced by the past subjunctive or the pluperfect indicative, depending on the style, again, in the context of literature. So, let's see the final conjugation form in French, which in the pluperfect subjunctive is compound. It's formed exactly like the past subjunctive, using the auxiliary verbs avoir or être with past participles. However, they must be conjugated in the imperfect subjunctive, which I already showed in the previous video. Because the auxiliary verbs have irregular stems with imperfect subjunctive endings, we have to remember them individually and use them in their form of the imperfect subjunctive with a past participle. This way, we create the pluperfect subjunctive. Don't forget that être is used with verbs of movement, change of state, and reflexive verbs, and that participles must agree in gender and number with the subject. Previous French videos in the past also explain these concepts. These are the conjugations that we need to form the pluperfect subjunctive, which will begin with the idea of uncertainty. Que j'eusse, que tu eusses, qu'il, il ou nous, que nous eussions, que vous eussiez, qu'ils et nous eussent. Que je fusse, que tu fusses, qu'il, il, on fut, que nous fussions, que vous fussiez, qu'ils, ils fussent. Some conjugations may sound the same, so say them with the subjects to tell the difference. This is how the pluperfect subjunctive is formed, and we can primarily use it after expressions that require the subjunctive, especially when the main clause is in a past tense and the dependent action happened before. Il regrettait qu'il eût refusé sa proposition. J'ai douté qu'il fût venu sans prévenir. Je ne pensais pas qu'il osait me contredire. Il craignait qu'il nous fût tomber malade. In general, this is how the final mood works in French, and the only irregularity that it can have is in the conjugations of avoir or être and past participles. In conclusion, this is how all subjunctives are formed and used in French, and this is what I've shown across all final French videos. By looking at this chart, you can see a subjunctive system overview that shows the use of the mood, with the present and the past being the most practical. In the conclusive video, after this one, we'll see 100 phrases that are useful to know and say in French, so that way, the entirety of French grammar will finally be finished.